It's time for a very special edition of Fallback. We are in the presence of greatness. Rapper and hip-hop icon Rakim is here. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominee was declared one of the greatest lyricists of all time by The Source. MTV named Paid in Full his debut album with Eric B. the greatest rap album of all time. And his new book is Sweat the Technique, a memoir and guide to tapping your creativity. We're also joined by my colleague Katy Tur, NBC correspondent and MSNBC host. She may not have a book of rhymes, but her book, Unbelievable, about covering the Trump campaign, is a New York Times bestseller. She's a Walter Cronkite Award winner, and it's great to have you two here together.
Thanks, Ari.
Absolutely. Katy, what's on your fallback list?
I have a gross story. There's a company called Beastroy. It's a self-described neo-native post-apocalypse streetwear brand.
Wow.
Yeah, so they have a new line of sweatshirts with college names on them or school names on them, Sandy Hook. And you might notice that there are holes in them because those are supposed to represent bullet holes. And it's not like they've done this, according to the news reports, to raise money for gun control or for those schools or a cause like that. It seems to be just going to the designer's pocket. And it's just frankly gross.
That's really ghoulish.
I want it to fall back.
That, I think, should definitely fall back.
Definitely.
Rakim, what's on your fallback list?
I think the people that like to complain about things but not actually do something about it, take action, they need to fall back. You know what I mean? This is a hands-on reality that we live in now that's more effective. So I think if people want to complain and get up and do something about it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, the internet is a place where we have more speech than ever, which can be good. But sometimes people feel like they're doing something just by posting and talking.
And actually doing more harm than good.
I would also add Congress. Complain a lot?
Yeah.
Don't get a lot done.
Exactly. And we witnessing that now. So I think everybody should kind of get up, put their 2 cents in, but also put their hand in and try to do something and be there, and then we all can complain.
What else, Katy, is on your fallback list?
It's also a generational thing. When I was in college and younger, there were these things, sexy versions of regular jobs for Halloween. And it seemed to fall back, but now it's got to fall back again because it's getting even worse. Sexy Mr. Rogers costume.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's stupid, it's gross. That sexy nurse, why can't you just be a nurse? Why do you have to be a sexy nurse? It's like women can only be a sexy version of a real job. And I think that for a while was looked over, or maybe people didn't like it, but it was more accepted as what Halloween is. And now we are living in a woker time. And thank God, because that's nasty. And you don't have to be sexy to wear a Halloween costume. You don't have to be sexy to be Mr. Rogers or somebody like Mr. Rogers. You don't have to be sexy to be a fireman or nurse or doctor or fighter pilot.
Man, I thought Halloween was supposed to be for the kids anyway. What's going on? So in other words, the Halloween kids is running around, and that's going to be the first thing they say.
It just sends a message to women that they're only valued by the way they look.
Yeah, amen to that. And I, as someone like many people who grew up with Mr. Rogers,
yes, sir.
Ain't nothing sexy about it.
It's true.
I mean, that's on purpose.
That's true.
Right,
Mr. Rogers
that's right.
was a kid's television
Before
host.
we wrap up, Rakim, anything else on your mind?
Yeah, I think I'm going to speak on, I think the age of entertainers. People think when an entertainer gets to a certain age, they're supposed to retire. Got Bob Dylan. I think he just announced a tour. Mick Jagger, he came back after his heart surgery after 70. I mean, it's up to the entertainer, and it's up to his audience. I think if he wants to continue and he's good enough to continue, he or she, I think, it's in their heart. Let them do what they do.
Do you feel like sometimes the industry wants to push the older generation out?
Especially rap.
Yeah.
Especially with rap.
Why is that?
I think they think it's supposed to be a young genre for some reason. But even when I was coming up, it was the older people in the genre that pushed the envelope. I came up off of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, people like that. They were the older, people that was in the genre. So I think, you know, we need the balance. You know, the kids can have fun with it, but I still think that, you know, we need the balance so that we can keep everything in order and the right information is getting out there.
I love having you both on here together.
Thanks for the time.
It was Eric B. and Rakim today. It's Katie Turner and Rakim.
That's right.
Thank you
There we
both.
go.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.